Welcome back to Financially Free with Real Estate. The first step towards achieving your goal of financial freedom is to put yourself in the best possible position to purchase real estate. This is the part where it would be beneficial for you to grab a pen and paper and take some notes. Yes, although you can access this video anytime you want with your subscription, keeping notes nearby is a lot more useful and easier to get to. Also, at the end of this section, there will be a quiz, so the notes you take right now will definitely come in handy. And now may be a good time to pause this video and go get that notebook. In order to successfully achieve your goal, you will need to first put yourself in the best position to buy real estate. And that includes making yourself a better mortgagee. That's the person to whom the bank gives a mortgage. Select the right mortgage that comes at the lowest cost for you, which is very important, and select the right properties. We will go through these points in sequence, so grab your pen and paper. Your first step in this journey is to increase your credit score. Your credit score is the main parameter that banks look at when they consider whether to loan you the money to buy a house. And your credit report, which includes your credit score, is unforgiving. Forgot to pay off that $500 credit card you got in college and completely forgot about? That's in your credit report, hurting your score. You moved and didn't pay your last electricity bill? That's in your credit report as well, hurting your score. So one problem that many regular people have is that they simply do not believe that they can obtain a mortgage. As a result, they just give up before even trying. Because, a mortgage is not for me. I don't deserve it. I come from a family that doesn't own anything. Why should I be the one who owns something? But if you're watching this, you're definitely not one of those people. So follow these steps to increase your score. The truth is, you can go from an undesirable candidate for a bank loan to a very desirable one, simply by increasing your credit score. Increasing your score will automatically take you from undesirable prospect, if that's your case right now, to a very desirable one. As a result, you will be offered the best rates and the best overall terms for the loan. Yes, banks offer better terms to those who can afford it the most, and worse terms to those who can afford it the least. So your rate will be lower, your required down payment lower, and your closing process that much smoother. It's counterintuitive, but most definitely true. So be a great candidate and you'll be offered awesome terms for a mortgage. If you have any questions at this point, definitely send us an email at guidance@regularguyrealestate.com. Your first step in increasing your credit score is to obtain a copy of your credit report. So call each one of the three major credit reporting agencies, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and request a copy of the credit report. They may charge you a small fee, but for example, if you've been turned down for a credit card of some type of loan or credit, and you show them the refusal letter, they will give you a report for free. We would actually rather you weren't turned down for a loan or a credit card, and for you to pay the small fee to obtain a report. It's a very small price to pay to reach financial freedom. Here are the numbers of each reporting agency. Write these numbers down on your notebook before moving on. So when you get your credit reports, you will realize that there may be items there that were actually fulfilled years ago, but that somehow are still on the report as a negative item, hurting your credit score and your financial future. So yes, credit reporting agencies make mistakes. And who can catch them? Well, nobody if you don't. So go ahead and go through each record on your report and circle with a pen any old item that has been paid off. Once you've done that for all three reports, contact each company in turn, each credit reporting agency in turn, and ask them to correct the error. Typically, when they receive information regarding your accounts, they will add it to your credit report right away, and they will update the report and the credit score right away as well. So the second step is to knock off the active delinquencies on your credit report. So call the creditors listed on the report. Most of the time, particularly if the delinquency is old, the record has been sold off. The old delinquency has been sold off to a collection agency. And conveniently enough, the credit report itself has the collection agency's telephone number right there. So start calling. When you talk to the collection agent, negotiate a settlement and start low by saying that you want to satisfy this delinquency, but that you can't afford to pay the whole amount. Just state it normally and calmly, without drama or anger. Just use a conversational tone without trying too hard or being overeager. That would be somewhat of a tell that you're BSing them and they don't like it. After the agent gets back to you with an amount that you should pay, start by offering to pay about 30% of the original amount that you owed, and then slowly relent to about 50%. At that point, take a stand and just say that you can't pay anymore and be ready to hang up the phone. If the agent doesn't back off at that point, that's all right. Hang up the phone, make a note on the credit report, and call back that creditor the next day. At least now you know that that creditor won't go for 50% of the originally owed money. So when you call back the next day, start the negotiation at 50% and see what they tell you. One little tip about making your offer attractive to the creditor. Whatever the percentage amount you offer to pay it in a lump sum payment instead of an installment plan. The collection agent just wants to get rid of the delinquency and doesn't really want to have you on a plan. One last thing, ask for a receipt or some confirmation that the delinquency has been satisfied. The third step is, after having satisfied most or hopefully all of the delinquencies, call back the credit reporting agencies and inform them of the satisfaction of those records. If possible, provide them with confirmation of those payments from the collection agencies. The credit reporting agencies will typically correct that record immediately, so right after informing them that you satisfied a delinquency, ask them to update their records and send you the updated credit score. If they won't commit to doing it immediately, that's okay. Wait a couple of days and call them again. At the end of this process, you will most likely see a very welcome increase in your credit score. It's not uncommon for your score to jump sufficiently to put you in the I love you zone of lenders. Typically 580 or more as a credit score starts giving you access to better quality loans. At this point, let's pause a second and celebrate this new, higher, and more hopeful credit score. And let's give you some credit. Good job. Before we move on, do not forget, if at any point during this process you have questions or need guidance, do not hesitate to send us an email at guidance@regularguyrealestate.com. Also, because we like to track the effectiveness of our strategies, send us a quick email and let us know how much your credit score has improved as a result of this strategy. One last thought is that just by making a few phone calls, you've already improved your financial situation. And now, our favorite part of the video, the quiz. So question number 1. Do credit reporting agencies sometimes make mistakes in reporting your credit? The answer is yes, they do. Question number 2. Are you prevented from contacting a credit reporting agency and requesting a mistake to be corrected? The answer is no, you're not. Not only you're not prevented, but we encourage you to do it. Question number 3. Should you eliminate some items from your credit report by contacting their creditors? The answer is yes, you should. And question number 4, should you also contact the credit reporting agency to request the removal of a satisfied delinquency? Most definitely yes. So one last thought is that your success in this endeavor will depend greatly on your willingness to request and obtain feedback from us. So go ahead and ask us any question that you have. Questions that you think are important and questions that you think are not important. It is very important that you allow us to help you and guide you through this process. See you in subsequent videos.